Welcome, and thank you for joining us today for a walkthrough of the modernized DIR Public Works website services. We're excited to showcase the new and improved platform launched to enhance your experience with DIR Public Works. The DIR Public Works team is committed to providing an exceptional customer experience. We recognize the importance of keeping up with the ever-evolving technology landscape and wanted to ensure that the platform meets the needs of users in the most efficient and user-friendly way possible. The modernization project we undertook has brought about significant improvements to the online systems, making interactions with DIR Public Works easier and more streamlined. We've launched the upgraded website services on Monday, and more features will become available with future updates. Let's take a closer look at some of the key enhancements and features that you can now benefit from. First and foremost, you now have a single, unified, and reliable system for awarding bodies and contractors to interact with DIR Public Works. This portal has all the features you come to expect from the legacy PWC 100, PWCR, and ECPR systems. With the new project dashboard, awarding bodies can view their existing public works projects and register new projects. Contractors can view the public works projects they are contracted on, as well as submit ECPR for every project. We've refined the editing features of previous ECPR submissions, allowing you to adjust without having to start from scratch. You can now save worker profiles and duplicate previous submissions, eliminating the need for redundant data entry. Also, you can group workers for batch submissions, saving you time and effort. With accelerated ECPR upload speeds, you can submit your records faster than ever before. With the new platform, you can now rely on a faster and more reliable downloading of relevant data and reports. This means you can access the information you need quickly and efficiently, saving you valuable time. Everyone can add their whole team to their organization's account for easy collaboration. Gone are the days of shared logins. Now everyone can collaborate on DIR registered projects. Now that you've seen a quick overview of the exciting new features on this platform, let's dive in and walk through each of the new features together. So we'll do that by accessing a demo account, and we'll start by registering a new user account on the new DIR Public Works platform. Everyone must create a new account. Existing logins for PWC 100 and PWCR will not work. The user will select Register at the top right of the page, and then as a Public Works contractor or awarding body. Then they will be prompted to fill out the form with their first name, last name, email, phone number, and lastly, their password. Okay. After agreeing to the terms and conditions by checking the box and clicking register, a verification link will be emailed to the new user. Verification is required to complete the registration process. For today's demo, we'll bypass this email with an auto-generated verification link shown at the top of the page. Okay, so now that you've registered and verified the email, let's request to create a contractor. Let's click on Login button at the top right to log in using your email and password. As you can see on this screen, the dashboard will show a choice between associating with an awarding body or development proponent or a contractor. We will pick contractor. Next, click the blue button, Request Approval for a New Contractor. New contractors who have not previously engaged with DIR Public Works should leave the PWCR number field empty. If you already have a PWCR number from the legacy PWCR system, you should input that number in order to carry over information from the registration status from the legacy PWCR system. For this demo, we will use the PWCR number 1000646082. As you can see, some of the information for the contractor auto-populated. Contractors are required to review and complete the remaining required fields identified by a red asterisk. Presently, the DBA field is a required field. The form includes optional fields such as CSLB and SOS numbers, which contractors can fill if relevant. Providing a street address is also part of the process, ensuring we have current and complete contact information. It is also necessary to put a valid business phone number, establishing another line of communication. Contractors will select the crafts pertinent to their business, a process mirrored from the legacy PWCR system, ensuring that the crafts listed are applicable to the work conducted by the contractor. Additionally, contractors must define their role within the organization, whether it involves managing contractor information, user registration, projects, or payrolls. A notable feature allows for the addition of a co-administrator to the account. This role helps contractors have better management and continuity between admins. Having multiple users is an entirely new feature we've added to make managing your PWCR registration and ECPR more convenient. Contractors are required to verify their identity by providing a tax ID number, EIN or FEIN. They will also respond to compliance questions to confirm their authority to act on behalf of the contractor and adhere to regulatory requirements. After approving the terms and conditions, contractors will proceed by clicking the register button, thereby completing the registration. To see whether you've successfully created a new contractor account, log out and log back in. Okay, now we've been taken to the dashboard for the contractor. As you can see, the contractor is not currently DIR registered. Their registration status shows in progress. This means that they were not presently registered with DIR on the legacy PWCR system. The contractor can begin the registration process by selecting Complete Registration Application. On this page, they will confirm the information about the contractor and select Next. They will confirm the crafts they previously selected are accurate and select Next. And then complete some certification questions as to whether they have any delinquent liability, are currently debarred from public works, have had a recent lapse in registration, or bid on or been awarded a public works contract. We will answer no to all of these questions. Finally, the user will have to confirm they understand that there will be a payment required to register with DIR. By selecting Next, they will be taken to a section to provide information about their workers' compensation insurance, including whether they lease employees through a professional employer organization. Okay, next, contractors need to designate an agent of service who will be the official contact in legal matters. Required details include the agent's name and address. Okay, next, contractors are required to confirm the accuracy of their information under penalty of perjury. We will confirm by entering the required information, selecting the box, and clicking Next. Finally, contractors select their desired registration period, 1, 2, or 3 fiscal years, and confirm a valid payment registration date. An amount due will be calculated and any fees for lapsed registrations automatically levied. The total amount due is displayed with options for manual or digital payment. If manual, contractors will have to send in a physical payment, such as a check. If not manual, contractors will be redirected to an online payment portal. In this case, the contractor will select no for manual in order to make a digital payment. The contractor will complete address information, confirm the information is correct, and select submit. Now you will be sent to a different website for Fiserv, the payment processor. For digital payments, contractors need to set up a new payment login. You will need to create a separate account with Fiserv using your email and password. This is distinct from the PW platform login and password. So under the enter email address and password, there's a link for new user. This process involves entering billing information, such as your email address, your new password, your address, city, state, zip. Okay, let's go ahead and click create. We will log in with our new account. Okay, we'll choose our payment method, either check or credit card. In this case, we will use credit card, entering a fake credit card number 4111111. Expiration date July 2025. Security code 123. Confirm that we're not robots. We will proceed by hitting next. Okay, we can pay now. A confirmation is sent detailing the transaction for the contractor's records. After the payment is made, the contractor is redirected back to their dashboard. Let's go over now how you as a contractor can request to join a project team. In this example, we're going to add ourselves to a project. All contractors are required to request to join the projects they're on in case they have not been added by the awarding bodies. To do this, the user can select the blue button, Request Addition to a Project Team. The user can search for the project they wish to join, for example, a project named Project for Contractor Demo. The user must designate themselves as the contractor to be added. In this case, the contractor is named Example Contractor for Testing. Additionally, the user can request a subcontractor to join them by selecting Request a Subcontractor. The user can select any subcontractor. We will choose Silvergates Associates. The user can then select Submit, which will notify the awarding body that they are requesting to join the project with a subcontractor. Now you can see the project has been added to the dashboard. Now let's take a closer look at the newly linked project by clicking on its name. On the right side of the screen, you can see the project ID and project number. Project ID is the old PwC 100 number if the project was registered in the legacy PwC 100 system. The field beneath that, called project number, is the internal number from the awarding body. The DIR logo at the top left will always be an option to go back to the dashboard screen. Let's click on that now. Back on the dashboard, users can filter projects by various criteria that we'll scroll through slowly so that we can get an idea of the available options. The dashboard is equipped with robust search and filtering tools that help users find specific projects quickly. Let's click on the hamburger icon, the menu button, above the table next to My Projects. There's now the option to export the project list to formats like PDF, Excel, or CSV, which is great for keeping detailed records. Now let's click on the project name in the dashboard list. Now click on the hamburger menu at the upper left-hand side. Individual projects can now be exported as well. Let's go back to the project dashboard by clicking on the DIR logo. To ensure all information is up to date, users can verify the details of the contractor under the Manage Contractor Information button. Let's go there now. Here we have a summary of the contractor's information. Let's return to the dashboard by clicking the DIR logo. We can also see all the users associated with the contractor under the Manage Contractor Users button. Let's click on that button now. This section shows the primary contact and all associated users. To add more users to the contractor, select the Invite User button and fill in their email. New users can also register accounts, find their contractor via search, and request to associate. All requests will be sent to the primary contact for approval. The new platform allows an entire team to be invited, enabling them to manage employees and submit ECPR collaboratively. You can see the information about the user, and as an admin, you can update the information for the user by selecting Update at the top right-hand side. This robust user management system is an entirely new functionality for those already familiar with PwCR. Now let's navigate back home by clicking the DIR logo. We will be going over the process of submitting a manual ECPR. When a contractor joins a public works project, they are required to submit ECPRs. They can do so by selecting Submit or View ECPRs. In this case, we'll select View ECPRs. This dashboard will show all payroll submissions for the contractor for that project. As we can see, no payrolls have been submitted yet. Most contractors prefer to upload an XML file generated by an external payroll reporting software. However, a significant portion still uses the manual ECPR system. We'll showcase the manual submission process first by selecting Submit New ECPR. In the payroll setup screen, the contractor will select the payroll type, regular or non-performance, and specify if it's a final payroll for the project. The reporting frequency, whether weekly, bi-weekly, or semi-monthly, is also chosen here. A notable feature of the submission page is the ability to pre-fill information from previous ECPR submissions. This helps avoid redundant data entry, allowing the contractor to replicate previous payrolls and make necessary updates. We currently do not have any employees to use for the pre-fill feature, so we will proceed and click Next. At this stage in the process, the contractor must select employees to add to the contractor's ECPR. Therefore, the contractor needs to proceed by selecting the Add Employee option. This opens a new form designed to facilitate the input of employee information. The form field includes the employee's name and address, social security number, and email. Importantly, the form also allows the contractor to input the craft and classification of each employee by selecting Add, specifying whether they are a journeyman or an apprentice. Please note that the classification must be added first, followed by the craft. This is a bug we're currently working on resolving. It is possible to add multiple classifications for each employee. Once complete, we'll click Submit and select the DIR logo to return home. Selecting the Manage Contractor Employees button, we can view all the employees currently associated with the contractor's organization. The ability to save employee information prevents redundancy and ensures that employee records are kept up to date for future ECPR submissions. Here, additional functionality becomes available, such as the ability to import employee data in bulk. By selecting Import Employees, the contractor can download an Excel template, which includes predefined fields such as the employee names, social security numbers, and classifications. If the contractor already uses software to manage employee data, the contractor can export this data into the template and then upload it in bulk, potentially adding hundreds of employees with a single click. This feature is particularly beneficial for contractors managing large workforces, eliminating the need for tedious manual data entry. If we navigate back to the employee dashboard, we can see the contractor has the option to activate or deactivate employee records. An active employee record means the employee can be included in future ECPR submissions. Conversely, a deactivated record will be maintained in the system for historical purposes, but will not be selectable for future submissions. This functionality allows the contractor to maintain accurate and current records of active and past employees, ensuring compliance and efficiency in the payroll reporting process. The active status of multiple employees can be changed at once by selecting Bulk Actions and marking employees for an active status change. Once a contractor has added an employee, the contractor can navigate back to the ECPR portal to incorporate this new employee into the ongoing ECPR submission. The contractor can go back to the ECPR portal by selecting the DIR logo and selecting View ECPRs. Let's do that now. The draft payroll that the contractor had previously initiated is now listed. This draft feature allows the contractor to pause and resume work, enhancing flexibility in handling payroll entries. By selecting Open ECPR and clicking the Next button at the bottom right of the screen, the contractor can update this draft with the new employee information. The contractor may proceed to add the newly registered employee by checking the box next to their name. The contractor can now proceed to the next stage to input specific payroll details. The contractor enters the check number and other details, such as the employee's classification and whether they are an apprentice or a journeyman. If they're an apprentice, the contractor selects a period of apprenticeship relevant to the payroll week. Next, the contractor records the hours worked. If this payroll covers multiple weeks, the contractor would extend the form to accommodate additional data entries. The option to add overtime and double time is utilized, specifying exactly how many extra hours were worked. Okay, an important aspect of payroll management is addressing benefits. The contractor faces a decision on whether benefits are paid into a fringe benefit plan. For this demo, we will go with the default option of no. The contractor can also add another classification level for the employee if necessary to reflect diverse roles or responsibilities within the payroll period. However, during this demonstration, we will skip adding another classification. Okay, we can proceed to the next step. The contractor moves to the next step where they can review all the entered details. This review stage is critical as it ensures all information is accurate and compliant. After confirming all details are correct, the contractor clicks Next Step to proceed to the Sign and Submit stage. Here, the contractor officially submits the ECPR and upon a successful submission, receives the confirmation. Let's do that now. The page reloads, allowing the contractor to view the submitted ECPR record. In the previous version of the ECPR system, once a contractor submitted an ECPR, they had one opportunity to review it and save as PDF before losing access. This limitation often led to difficulties, especially when contractors needed to revisit or verify their submitted records for accuracy for compliance purposes. To demonstrate the new review capability, let's navigate back to the dashboard by clicking the DIR logo and selecting View ECPRs. By selecting Open ECPR, the details of a submitted payroll can be viewed. Contractors can now amend previously submitted ECPR. This is a critical feature that was not supported in the old system. To access this, let's click on the DIR logo at the top left-hand side. to return back to the dashboard. From here, we will click View eCPRs. We will then select Amend. This functionality is crucial in cases where mistakes are discovered post-submission or if additional information needs to be added, such as a missed employee or an incorrect payroll entry. For instance, if a contractor realizes that an employee was omitted from the original submission, they can easily add this employee during the amendment process. Additionally, if there are any changes needed in the payroll amounts or classifications, these can also be updated during this phase. After all changes have been made and clicking Next Step, here we have the review stage once more. So let's go ahead and once we've reviewed and hit Next Step, the contractor is required to again sign and submit the amendment, affirming that all the information provided is accurate to the best of the contractor's knowledge. Upon clicking Submit Amendment, the system not only processes this amendment, but also allows the contractor to view both the amended and the original payroll records. This is achieved by selecting the drop-down menu in the top right corner of the interface, where the amendment, along with its specific time and date, is displayed alongside the original payroll run. This feature provides a comprehensive view of all changes, enhancing transparency and record keeping. Now we'll go over submitting an XML eCPR. In addition to manual submissions, contractors can upload an XML eCPR file. Now let's review how to submit an XML. Let's click on the DIR logo at the top left to return back to the dashboard. From here, we will click View eCPRs. Now we will click on Upload New eCPR. This is where the contractor can add the eCPR file by navigating through their computer's files and uploading the XML file directly into the system. The name of the contractor is auto-populated. However, the name of the project will have to be identified using the search bar. So let's upload an XML file. Okay, following the upload, the contractor advances to the next step in the process. Here, they are required to sign and submit the eCPR, confirming the accuracy of the information and the specific dates covered by the payroll data within the XML file. Okay, we'll sign and submit. Shortly after, the submitted eCPR will be visible on the eCPR dashboard. We've now finished the eCPR component of today's demo. Next, we'll talk about using the project search tool. We've added a new public project search to replace the existing PwC 100 project search. To access it, we'll navigate to Projects in the top right. Here we see two search fields. Please ignore the search field in yellow as it is linked to a separate search for the DIR. Instead, use the search field in the gray row. You can conduct a keyword search for terms such as plumbing to find relevant projects. As you can see, there are columns of categories on this screen, which are terms you can search for. Let's view a project record by selecting the number on the left side of the project. This will give you access to the full project record. In the project record, you can see the project ID, its date, the contract number, and the associated addresses if one had been entered. Next, we'll show you how to use the contractor search tool. To access it, click on the Contractors link at the top right. You can conduct a keyword search in the same gray row instead of the yellow row, which should not be used, for terms such as electrician to find matching contractors. You can also search by PwCR number. As you can see, there are numbers under the updated column at the left-hand side. Select the contractor record by clicking the updated date, and you can view the latest details of the contractor record. As of now, this contractor registration record only shows the latest DIR registration and expiration, not historical registration history. Next, we'll show you how to use the eCPR public search tool. While it's not in the demo screen today, the button will be displayed at the top right-hand side next to Contractors. We'll bypass this today and go directly to the web page and show you the search tool. You'll notice that these form fields will look familiar. For example, the dates from and to, DIR project ID, project name, contractor name, awarding body name, etc. Unfortunately, we can't show you a complete search right now as we are still populating the historical data that is being migrated over from the legacy eCPR system. That concludes a walkthrough of the new PW platform. We are dedicated to supporting you through this transition with comprehensive training and resources. Stay tuned for further updates, including additional training materials and support documents. To assist with the transition and ongoing usage of the new platform, Public Works will release a new Support Center webpage that will include how-to user guides, webinars and walkthroughs, frequently asked questions, Thank you for your continued cooperation and support as we advance towards a more streamlined and efficient future with the DIR Public Works Modernization Project.